If you don't like the winter weather, how about doing some indoor activities?
Why not? Barkhausen Waterfall Preserve and Swamico has some great options. And this morning we're joined by Matt Kriese. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Doug and Ange. How are you guys doing?
We are good. Did you have a good Christmas, Matt?
I did. It was fantastic.
Good.
How about you?
I'm good. We had a good Christmas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's good
Great.
to see you.
Great.
And earlier we saw you kind of hammering away on a bird feeder. Why don't you tell us what you got going on out there at Barkhausen?
Yeah, we're going to talk about some winter recreational activities from indoors to the more adventurous outdoor activities. And to start with the indoor activities, and that includes bird watching as a recreational sport. You know, actually it's one of the second largest recreational sports in the United States. So a great way to provide the birds with some food and viewing for yourself is to provide a feeder out your picture window at your house. And a bird feeder just like this one here is one that we're going to be building out here at Barkhausen on January 19th. This one I'd call a fly-through feeder. It's wide open on the inside, and this way we can put the seed in the tray here. The birds are able to go in and out, grab the seed that they need. But there's also a lot of other style feeders. This is one of many, and feeders can vary just like people vary. It's up to your personal preference. Another type of feeder would be this thistle feeder, where you can put Niger seed inside for finches and things, with the small little holes and the perch sites there. And then another type for the woodpeckers would be a suet feeder like this, where you can put the suet blocks in there and hang this a little bit higher. So the more feeder opportunities that you can provide for the birds, the better variety that you're going to have. And I would say provide them at different levels too. Some of our birds are ground feeders, some are more near the shrub level, and then some of the higher ups, the suet feeders that would normally be pecking on trees and looking for grubs and things. But seed that we can provide inside of our fly-through feeder that we're going to build out here at Barkhausen on January 19th would have a mixture like this. I like to keep it mixed, and that's going to attract the widest variety. In here we have some black oil sunflower seeds. You can see the darker seeds there. We have some of our millet right here, which is another grain. And then we have some of the yellow corn right there. And I actually have them separated right in front to see those three varieties. So if you remember SMAC, sunflower, millet, and corn, and provide those three mixtures. A lot of this can be bought at your local hardware store. We actually buy ours in large bulk bags. It's much cheaper that way, and then we mix it up ourselves out here at Barkhausen. So that's just one of the types of feed that you can provide in your fly-through feeder that we'll be building out here. Now, just because you put your feeders out in the fall doesn't mean you can just forget about them. It's important, if you're going to start feeding the birds, continue to feed them. They habituate to those seeds, and if you stop feeding those birds, they might not have a food source then for the winter. If they don't have a food source, well, then we know what happens. So if you're going to start, make sure that you can continue through the winter. Even if you're going to go on vacation for a week or two, have your neighbors come over and help you out with that one. Also, clean your bird feeder. If it gets wet inside, clean out all the old seeds, the old hulls out of there. If you need to, you can mix a bleach solution with water and scrub them down throughout the season to prevent spreading diseases and things like that. So another thing to keep the birds safe, watch for window strikes. And that's why behind me here, I think you might be able to see this, but we have hung up some cross sections of trees, and we also hung some tree branches across our window. And that keeps our window strikes down. Otherwise, those birds, they can see right through there, and they're going to fly into that window.
Yeah, a lot of great tips you got there, Matt.
Yeah.
A lot of great tips, and I know that we're going to put some info on our website about that upcoming January 19th bird feeding class. So, and we're going to be seeing you again in about an hour, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think we will. We'll be back in a little bit there, Ange.
Okay. All right, Matt. We'll see you in a little while. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.